Oh, that's just a callus.
That's it?
You're being a baby.
What do you do for it?
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
God be with us. I don't know where this is about to go. First of all, the good news here is Dr. Brad is here. Dr. Bradley Schaeffer. Of course, you've seen him on My Feet Are Killing Me on TLC. How many seasons are we up to now?
4 seasons.
His microphone is not working. Microphone not working. Microphone not working. We have a foot doctor. We need a microphone doctor. How about that?
No.
That's scary.
No.
Oh, my God. All right, time's up.
Scary.
Thanks for coming in.
Come on, scary.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Turn him up. All right, get close to that mic. You can do
Hey,
it.
guys. How you doing?
So how many seasons, Dr. Brad, is My Feet Are Killing Me been on TLC?
Sure. So My Feet Are Killing Me, 4 seasons, and we did a COVID season. So let's call that a half season.
There you go.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. So you have 2 patients already in the room. Dr. Bradley has been with Gandhi.
Thank you. I love you for that.
And what did he do for you?
He removed the sea urchin barbs from my foot when I stepped on them on vacation.
Just last week.
Just last week, yeah.
And also patient number 2, Uncle Johnny.
Probably my favorite patient.
I had no idea what I had. Everything was, I have horrible feet.
You really do.
I told him that. I said, how could you look at feet and it's so good?
But he just said something very complimentary to you, and you missed it. He said you're probably one of his favorite patients of all time.
Oh, I love going there because he's fabulous.
Yeah, he really is. You're fabulous.
Yeah, I love Uncle Johnny. He's one of my best patients. So anytime he walks into the office, it's a pleasure.
There you go.
Lights it up.
So,
nice.
So look, doing what you do so well, I mean, it goes way beyond the TV show. You have a practice that you're here, and are you in Philly too? Did I?
I grew up outside of Philadelphia. Philadelphia has my heart. So, but no, I work in New York City now, 85th and Central Park West.
The office
that's
is
nice.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's called the high rent district. He's charging a lot of money.
Yeah, Soul Podiatry. Check it out.
I know. You know what? When people have 2 feet, that's twice the opportunity to cash in.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's more than
everyone needs some help.
You're helping people out.
For sure.
Now, the problem, the challenge with having you here, Dr. Brad, the first thing is that let's talk about the show. Let's talk about the foot care, whatever. Nate, I can't wait to take my shoes and socks off and show him the bunion.
Oh, God, man.
And so rather than going up to Dr. Brad to shake his hand, he pulls his foot out and puts it up.
I know.
Shake your foot.
I don't know if it's a bunion or a callus. That's why I'm excited to have. And he said he would do it. I just want to point that out.
That's okay. I got you. You know, sometimes when you're at a bar, someone will throw their foot up. It's like, man, it's just not the time.
Are you serious?
That was my next question.
You could buy me a beer for it first.
Has anyone ever approached you in a restaurant while you're eating?
Oh, I've gotten my feet out everywhere. So
really?
Yeah, sometimes it's super awkward, but it is what it is.
Do you?
It comes with the territory.
Have you ever said? Now's not really the time, or are you always like, okay?
I'm usually a pretty good sport about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know, but the people that own the restaurant are not appreciating it.
Yeah, right.
At all.
Nasty little foot out of here.
So let me ask you this. Why are there people like me, and I know I represent a lot of people, who are just kind of disgusted by feet? Why? And I've never had stinky feet. I've never had little things on my feet. It's just, I just don't like feet.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there that find them gross, but there's a lot of people out there that find them sexy too. I mean, I think there's an app or a site right now that literally is just about foot fetish, and people are making millions of dollars off of it.
Yep.
It's crazy.
So you could have chosen
so
many different. You've invented it, probably. Dr. Brad, there's so many different disciplines as far as medical profession goes. You decided podiatry. What was it? Did something happen as a kid with feet or something? What was it that made you decide to go that direction?
Yeah, good question. I mean, I think podiatry is one of the best careers out there. I mean, it provides you a life in the office, and you can also do a bunch of surgery. You know, not necessarily on call a bunch of times. So growing up playing sports, I hurt my feet and ankles a lot, playing baseball and especially soccer. So I was really in tune to how that was, and saw some podiatrists throughout my life and thought it would be a good career, and it turned out to be the best. I absolutely love it.
Well, obviously you do.
Yeah.
And you seem very passionate about it.
For sure. Absolutely.
And then people just follow you around, total strangers pulling their socks off, going, here!
Yeah.
Okay, there's a time and place. Any questions for Dr. Brad before the exams begin?
I want to know what's the grossest thing he's seen.
Here we go.
Yes.
I answer that question a lot, and it was on the first season, episode 1. And a guy literally had nails almost like Guinness Book, the world record style, and calluses and stuff. It was pretty rough. And that was the first patient that My Feet Are Killing Me brought to me. And I was like, man, if we're going to have seasons like this is going to go for a while because it was heavy and intense.
Damn.
So, yeah, that one, because his nails were curling up. I mean,
How did he get his
it
foot
was
in the
crazy.
shoe?
He didn't, probably.
It was rough. Yeah, I think he had his same shoes on for a year or so. He had these boots. It was nuts.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Yeah,
is something
so-
like that as simple as just clipping them off, or it goes deeper than that?
No, I mean, I think it went a lot deeper, like just even to an emotional level to where, you had to really deal with just, the external, but also the internal with patients. So, we deal with a lot of that with the show. So, you really dive into the patients' lives. So I treat the external, and then we try to get to why they're actually hurting internally, too.
Wow. I mean, my favorite quote from, I think the last season is, "You dealt with a large mass, a foot that looked like a big volcano bubbling over, about ready to erupt.
What?
And you entered uncharted territory of podiatry with this particular Mount
I mean,
Vesuvius.
I don't
Vesuvius.
necessarily remember the mountain that we were treating right there, but there's a lot of masses that happen on the feet, and they can be soft tissue, they can be lipomas, which is fat, tumors that are hard, cancerous. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we treat. I don't exactly know that tumor, but we treat so many masses, it's ridiculous.
So other than your dashing, fantastic looks and your
thanks,
sparkling
Elvis.
personality, why are people watching this? Because it can be disgusting. Is that the draw, the disgusting factor? Or are they actually learning something about foot health, feet health?
I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's a transformation show. So when you're watching something like this and these people are coming in pain and they're leaving transformed and out of pain and their lives are changed, I mean, I think the show is just absolutely fantastic. It's fun, it's educational, and I think a lot of people are getting a lot of satisfaction out of it. Whether it can be that shock and awe factor, or whether that love and just amazing factor that this show brings, like Dr. Pimple Popper and shows like that.
Yeah.
Are you Dr. Sandra Lee friends?
Yeah, I hit her up on Instagram the other day, and
Right.
During our last season, I was like, yo, you need to plug this new episode because we need some love for season 4. So, no, she's been great. Her show's very successful. And, yeah, if she's ever in New York City, I'd love to have a drink with her.
You guys should collaborate.
Hello.
A collaboration. I smell a
pimple
collaboration.
on the foot.
A foot pimple.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a
a
lot of that.
crossover episode.
Yeah.
I have questions.
The new Angel and Buffy.
there you go.
Oh, my God.
So we were having this debate the other day. Flip-flops in New York City. What are your thoughts about that? Because I thought people who did that were monsters. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I've written articles about this, and that's a common thing that people ask. I mean, I rock flip-flops in the city, quite often. I think they're fine. But look, I mean, they're going to be a little grimy at the end of the day.
Blackfoot on the bottom.
Yeah,
It's like soot and tar.
It can get pretty gross.
We were
Well, not
arguing
even
about that.
not only in the city, almost everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's going to be gross. Whether you're at the beach, any place that you go to, you're going to have, grime get up in there, sand.
There's just extra special grime around here.
I know.
Here,
Bacteria.
particularly. That neon green stuff that we can't figure out what it is in the middle of the street. We're like,
No,
what?
you don't
What
want
is
that. I mean, when your toenails start forming pearls,
Yeah.
like an oyster,
They start to
Yeah.
melt in the acid.
something's wrong.
And then as
Yeah, that's
far
pretty
as
gross.
shoes go, what are good shoes and what are the worst shoes that you can wear? Because, I mean, we all wear high heels to stuff all the time.
Yes, we do.
I imagine that Elvis the most.
Every Halloween.
Yeah.
That's nice. So,
Brad.
so look, you can wear really anything you want in moderation. When I'm working or doing things, I like to wear a supportive shoe, with inserts. They're orthotics. Or, you can wear inserts from over the counter like Dr. Scholl's. I mean, those are fantastic also. But yeah, if you want to wear heels to work, maybe just don't walk to work in them. Walk in a sneaker. Then when you get to work, pull them out and, rock them around the office.
Hey, Dr. Brad, other than clipping our toenails, I mean, what regimen should we be following? What should we be doing with our feet on a weekly or daily or monthly basis? What upkeep should we always adhere to?
I mean, as a podiatrist, we always say you must get your feet checked. Dentists say every 6 months, but we kind of say the same thing. It's good to just have a little checkup. We'll take care of things, look to see if you have any fungus, and then we take care of it early. Because a lot of people, women especially that go and get pedicures, you can get a lot of fungus from that.
Danielle.
If you go to a podiatrist, you're able to get that treated quick rather than just allowing it to fester. I mean, it can be little things like that to diabetics that always need to get checked out to make sure that we're on top of their health, because diabetics have a lot of problems with their feet. And also people that go on vacation and step on sea urchins.
There is that.
Man, that was the worst. And he was so cool and calm about it because they sent him a picture like, hey, should I get this looked at? And he just wrote back, oh, yeah, you know what? You should come in. I'm available from 9 to 1 tomorrow. And get that taken out. I was like, oh, it must be a thing. I have to go.
Well, plus, he's there for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Frog, you have a question for Dr. Brad?
Yeah, are there any good like over-the-counter things for like toe fungus and stuff like that? Because like you said, when you go to these, to get pedicures, sometimes that happens. And I know my wife Lisa's had that, and I've had it myself with toe fungus. Are there any good over-the-counter treatments?
Yeah, there are. They're not going to be as good as the stuff that we'll get for you in the office, but yeah, it can go. Just like I said, Dr. Scholl's has great ones. There are good ones that you can get in a doctor's office, and then there's great ones that we'll prescribe for you. But yeah, fungus is something that you just need to keep on top of. And if you keep on top of it, it's easy to treat. If you let it go for a while, it's very hard.
What you gave me the other day for the fungus I had.
Oh, yeah,
was
I hooked you
fabulous.
up with that.
That was fabulous.
Oh,
It was
God.
really great.
I've never heard anyone call fungus treatment fabulous.
No, because
Fabulous.
it's not ugly. It's just your toenails get very thick.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why does that happen? Why do your toenails get thicker as you age?
I honestly don't know, straight up. It just happens as we age. It just depends what happens in our body, whether that's, cardiovascular related, diabetes related, it just does happen when you get older, but it's easily treated if you manage it. But Uncle Johnny and I, we're managing a few things, right, buddy?
Fabulous. He's fabulous. He really does.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
It's just fabulous.
Fabulous.
Just everything you're managing, fabulous.
Yeah, hey.
He's got me.
That's
I
cool.
walk
I'll
down
be
the street now.
fabulous.
I look at people with toes. If they
A lot of
get
people
there
have
in sandals and everything like this, in the summer, that's all I do. I go to that.
He gives out Dr. Bradley's card.
Ever since I met Uncle John, he's always been a toe observer.
Have you?
Yep, yes. Because one time, I sort of got into them. And one time, we were in Las Vegas, and where were we someplace?
I don't know.
And I had somebody's foot in my mouth. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
That was not Las Vegas, but anyway.
Oh, man.
Where was that?
It doesn't matter. We're not going to name names. We're not going to name names.
No names.
Because it's a coworker, and it was on a ship.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boy.
Anyway, so
Lots of things are happening on the ship.
moving on.
I'm going to go on the next cruise.
Moving on. Yes, Scary.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what
scary.
are the telltale signs that you've let foot fungus fester for too long?
I can't even say that.
Oh, man.
A friend?
Yeah, that's okay. Thick yellow darkening of the nails.
Okay.
You're gonna notice that fungus and that foot funk. That
I think we
like to say.
all pretty much know. We'd like to think we know what a normal foot looks like. If it doesn't look normal, then maybe you should seek help.
Yeah.
I think I'm good there.
Yeah, are you?
I think I'm
Asking for
Are
a
you
friend.
sure?
But I might
Yeah,
have a
this is
bunion
like-
and I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Let's see
Well,
it.
A lot of
if you
people
want me
have
to check it
bunions, I
out,
think.
I'll check it out. Look, at the end of the day, bunions are a bump on the side of the foot, just to really, in layman's terms. And if you see that bump coming out and then the toe going over, kind of in that angle formation, that's what you have. You have a bunion and there's calluses that form on top of that.
What's the thing on top of your toe? Like, say, that's what I have going on.
Okay.
So it's not. I don't think it's a bunion because it's on top of my big toe and it's like a bump, a hard, like a bone thing.
Like at your joint?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a little arthritis from possibly wearing heels and things like that.
What are you talking
Maybe working out a lot. You might have a little arthritis. It's called hallux limitus or rigidus.
Oh, you're so Latin.
Oh, I love when I have hallux rigidus and mucus.
Sounds like
I
a
know.
spell.
All right, well, I'll tell you, so if you're just turning us on, Dr. Bradley Schaeffer's here from the TLC hit series My Feet Are Killing Me, and rolling into season 4. 5 is on the way.
5 fingers crossed. Yeah, it's a fun, exciting show. So anyone that wants to check it out can go on Discovery Plus. But yeah, we're looking forward to filming some more.
Music, please. All right, the footstool has been erected.
Oh, my God.
So the first to take off his sock is Nate. Nate.
Nate, what
What's
Okay,
up,
why do
Nate?
you have to talk in that register? Can you turn his microphone on, Scary?
So this toe right here, what is that? What is that thing there? It's hard. It hurts.
Oh, that's just a callus.
That's it?
You're being a baby.
What do you do for it?
That's a baby.
You just got to shave it down a little bit. But
Can
the
you do it
reason,
here?
The reason why I could if I had my blade. But yeah, the reason it's doing that is because the toe's curling under and it's pinching. So when it pinches, it creates that callus.
Okay, so what do I do for it? I just shave it
Come
down?
in, I'll shave it down. That's easy.
Okay.
You could probably just go to a pedicure place and get it taken care of.
There you go.
Right. That's
Just make
it.
sure
I
they're
like his
sterile.
bedside manner. He called you a big baby.
Yeah.
You're not getting my copay.
Would you like hand
Oh
sanitizer?
man, I lost a patient. No, that's easy. That's just skin.
Not surprised.
No big.
All
deal.
right, next foot on the foot. Here comes Scotty B.
How did I know?
Oh man. Man,
See,
I'm
I
really
like Scotty
treating
B's toes.
everybody
I've been a fan of his toes for many years. Here we go,
Side
Scotty
Uncle
B.
Johnny, Gandhi.
So-
We're getting a couple more.
I
here.
had a hot tub incident a few years ago.
All right.
with Uncle Johnny.
Yes, and you can't see it, but I feel like I have ligament damage here. I cannot get a foot massage because it hurts so bad if you touch it, even right there.
Touch
so
it.
Will it ever go away?
Need
Like,
X-rays.
yeah, right there.
Make it hurt.
It hurts.
He's such a baby.
I don't have any idea about that.
Well, then what about this? What about this hammer toe?
Unless,
well, yeah, you have a legit hammer toe there.
Yeah.
That needs some love.
Doctor,
I have no idea. What
Dr.
happened
Brad
to
does
the
not
hammer
have
toe.
You don't have X-ray vision. So
Can we straighten that out?
Yeah, I could straighten that out pretty easy.
Let me get a hammer.
But I mean, whatever happened you in the hot tub, maybe you popped a tendon or something.
Yeah, that's it.
That could have happened.
And it'll never go away, will it?
Unless I knew exactly what happened, we would have to get further tests. on that.
knowing Scotty, he has video.
I probably do.
Scotty.
Foggy, but I have it.
All right.
I don't know, man.
At least you didn't call him a big
I'd
baby.
just like to apologize. I haven't
shit.
clipped my toenails since before vacation.
my God.
But no, the problem is not the toenails. I just want to know, what is this curvature going on here? Because every time I'm walking down the sidewalk, all of a sudden I start taking steps to the right. I start leaning right as I'm walking, and I bump into people.
Yeah.
And because it looks like I'm taking steps this way. What is this thing?
Well, my man, you have a bunion.
No!
Yes. So it's easy.
This thing.
Listen, what we would do is we could put some inserts in the shoes to stabilize it, but I think ultimately
Look at those toenails.
I told you. I warned you.
you might need a surgery to fix that.
No.
Yeah,
And are you growing them so long you can perch?
But it doesn't. We're not talking about the toenails. We're talking about the bunion. This is a problem, right?
Bunion surgery.
It's a problem, but if it's not overly hurting you, if it's not bothering you cosmetically, then just let it go.
I just
Dr. Brad,
walk and
Dr. Brad, he's walking into people.
Said he's falling over in the street.
But it's not overlapping the other toe to that
yet, not
extreme.
yet.
That would be the next step. But, at the end of the
I
day,
have
you
that.
can even see when you stand, it goes off to the side.
Yeah,
so,
see that?
Yeah, you're
All
going
right.
to need some help.
So can you just break the bones, or what do? You
You
start
work
over?
with insoles, you got to get some insoles in
I do.
there.
I work with Dr. Scholes.
That's
They're my client.
perfect. High five.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
There you go.
That's the team right there.
Yeah, back to Froggy real quick. Then we've got
Poor Dr.
keep an eye
Brad.
on Scary.
No, that's cool.
What?
On my right foot, my pinky toe on my right foot, my far right.
Hold it up to
toe
the camera.
Is sitting on top of my left toe. Is sitting on top of my other toe.
What is that? Because
Hold on, here
His
you go.
foot's like throwing up gang signs.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, what do you see? What do you
What
see?
is that?
Yeah, that's
Not there,
common.
there.
Oh, he's trying to tell you now. Go ahead.
Now that's common. So the only way to fix that though is to release the extensor tendon on the top of that toe to drop it down so it's flat with the others.
And that's with pliers. What do you do?
No, that's with a 15 blade and some suture material. But yeah,
it's
that
not
would
necessary.
require a surgery. It's not necessary unless it's bothering you. You're probably going to get pain on the bottom of your foot where the fifth met is, and that's where the ball of the foot would be.
There you go.
Yes, I have that. I do have that actually.
You do.
It also sucks you're a Bucks fan.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Dr. Brad.
Tom Brady is my
Got it.
quarterback. That doesn't suck.
Come on.
There you go. Dr. Bradley.
We need some more Eagles fans
Very
up
Like
in
a
here.
Jets fan.
Hey, Dr. Brad.
no bedside
Go
manner.
Birds.
Okay. So yesterday there was a roller skating party. And I tapped out of the roller skating party because you recently removed a sea urchin from my foot.
Yes, I did.
They were telling me I was being dramatic and I should have just sucked it up and gone roller skating. What are your thoughts on that?
You were not, because sea urchin spikes have venom in them. And if they're not removed, it can cause infection and it can be a legit problem. You did have one. You didn't have many. Some people, can actually have like 90 in there.
Yes, I got very
because
lucky.
it can be awful.
Right.
But yeah, you got lucky. You had one. we didn't have to numb it up or anything,
Nope.
so we were able to get it out pretty easy.
It was pretty good. He said
Yeah.
we're going to go in with one blade, and if I have to go in with the second one, maybe we'll numb you. And then he busted out the second one. I was like, oh, wait, what are we doing right now? You gonna cut it out?
I was stressed too because if I was going to come on the show and I failed, I would have looked like a complete dope.
While we were doing it, though, he said, I think there are some remnants of other ones still in here. I said, just get them all. I don't care what it has to do. Just chop those things out.
It was just dirt from the city.
All right. Well, so look, I'm so, and I'm not going to pull my sock off and have you look, but I will admit, I must confess, Dr. Brad, I do have a foot issue.
Okay.
It's kind of gross, but it's not uncommon. On the bottom of my left foot, sometimes I think the sweat ducts get clogged, therefore forming a hard little thing on the outside. Like, what is it?
Well, that could definitely appear like a callus, but yeah, the sweat glands do get clogged, and it happens a ton.
So I would go in and they would have to shave them down.
Yes.
The thing is, if I don't do it enough, I walk, for years I've been walking kind of lightly on the left foot, and therefore my calves are different sizes now.
Are you serious?
So when I go to put on cowboy boots, for instance, or any boot that goes up to the knee, because I'm a horse rider.
Okay.
Sometimes the right boot will fit, but not the left one, because I've been walking differently on it for so many years. I am very uneven when it comes to my...
Oh, but so they're like little pieces of, it looks like almost plastic at the bottom of your foot where it like forms in the bottom.
Yeah, like little
callus.
bubbles.
Yeah, and
Right.
so they have to get cut out every once in a while.
They do have to get shaved down, but you can treat that with some ointment.
Ointment?
Yeah, you can put ointment on it, and it'll stop the sweat glands from clogging.
Huh. Do you have any on
Where
you?
you get that?
No, I don't have any on me, but I could hook you up with it.
Do you have any sweat gland ointment on you?
Man, I'll tell you what, man, that would be the day that I just carry that around.
You should. You should have all.
I'd be struggling walking around the city.
All of your elixirs. Look, we're so excited you
Yeah.
came to see us.
I'm excited too.
And thank you for allowing them to put their feet up on the footstool.
No, it was easy.
And my feet are killing me on TLC. Let's make it number one.
Yeah.
Number one. And also, if I want to watch any of the first three series or three seasons, where do I go? 4. Where do I go?
So you can watch the first 4 seasons on Discovery Plus, and then fingers crossed for season 5. And it's a fun, exciting show. So it's educational, and we're really doing a lot of good out there. So I appreciate all the love.
And let's not forget, he's actually a doctor. That was the part that I was like, oh, yeah, he has a whole a doctor's
Wait.
office that
He's
I can
really a
go.
doctor.
You're not acting like a doctor?
No, I'm not an actor.
You don't just play one on TV?
No.
Soul podiatry.
Yes, thanks, Gandhi.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so I have a practice. I've been open a full year now, so I'm super humbled and excited. Yeah, Soul Podiatry NYC. It's on 85th and Central Park West. So
It's beautiful.
thanks a lot.
It is gorgeous.
Nice, yeah.
It is.
By the way, that rent's high too, man.
That's what being on TLC
There's
does.
a lot of money in feet. But beyond that, you do actually care. You could definitely tell that you really care about the people you're talking to, even though you insult them. And their football teams and acting like big babies.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I just try to be real. I sit and talk with you like you're my friend, and I do that with patients in my chair, and I do that with Uncle Johnny. I saw him last year in Fire Island. He had a great thing going on for his retirement.
That was a fun party.
Yeah, absolutely. I try to invest. I try to invest in my patients and learn about them, and hopefully, when you show that sympathy and empathy, it comes back. And that's what I try to do.
That picture you put up last week on line, that was fabulous.
On Instagram.
It's
yeah,
fabulous.
absolutely.
It's fabulous.
Yeah,
By the way,
dude, you're the best.
if I had a dime for every time Uncle Johnny said fabulous, I'd have like $45, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Dr. Bradley Schaeffer, thank you for coming to see us.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
By the way, that's the sound of feet clapping. You have an open seat at the table anytime you want, Dr.
Hey,
Brad.
I'm here. I'm not too far away.
And there you go.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.